afternoon, race fans. Welcome to USA International Speedway. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you today's feature event. It is 40 fast laps in the iRacing Advanced Legends Series from USA International Speedway. This event is the top flight, the best of the best, the top iRacing drivers that were on the system at the time this race was offered. Let's have a look at today's starting lineup. Starting in the 12th spot in car number 12, racing out of Finland, that is Firi April. He's in the Simability Legends car. Starting 11th, racing out of Canada in car number 9, that is Dan Farley. Starting in the 10th spot, racing out of Charlottetown in the Prince Edward Island, that is Ryan Blanchard in the Logitech Legends car. Starting 9th in car number 11, it's the Heineken Legends car of Oliver Goldberg, Oliver racing out of Scandinavia. In the 8th starting spot in car number 10, it's Eric Hargreaves, the Fury Legends car out of Florida. Starting 7th in car number 8, he's going to show up on your telemetry as car number 8. That's the top left-hand part of the screen. But on your screen, he will be car number 09. That is Caleb Mishu in the Owens Performance JLR car racing out of the Carolinas. Starting in the 6th spot, in car number 3, he'll show up on your telemetry as car 77. On your screen, telemetry is car number 3. That is Keegan Sobilo in the Keegan Sobilo Racing Esports car racing out of Michigan. Starting in the 5th spot in car number 6, racing with us out of Canada, that's Howard Bentley. Now let's have a look at the top 4 starters. Starting in the 4th spot in car 00. He's going to show up on your screen as car 00, but on the telemetry is car number 5. That is Aaron Johnson, the Fast Orange Legends car, Johnson out of Bailey, Colorado. Starting in the 3rd spot in car number 1, he'll show up on your telemetry as car 1, but on your screen is the blue and yellow car 24. That's Joel Smith, the Elite Performance Industries car racing out of Michigan. Front row outside, car number 4, that is Bo Brady. Brady in the Black Rifle Coffee Company Legends car running out of Palmdale, Kentucky. And on the pole in car number 2, it's the Beaver Bail Bonds car of Brett Suggs. Suggs out of Mooresville, North Carolina. A lot of talent in this event. These drivers have combined for 997 iRacing asphalt oval victories between the 12 drivers. So a lot of talent here. Should be a fantastic race as we watch the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup from USA International Speedway. Pace car leads the field into turn 1. Lights are off, so we should be getting the green flag this time by. It'll be Brett Suggs on the pole, Bo Brady to his outside. Second row is Smith and Johnson. Third row, Bentley, Sobilo. Row 4, Mishu and Hargreaves. Row 5, Goldberg and Blanchard. And the last row, Farley and April. Pace car now into turn number 3. Drivers ready to move forward. Johnson lagging just a little bit. Howard Bentley needs to close up a little bit as well. Now they close in. The pace car's in. That's car number 2. Brett Suggs hammering the throttle. He jumps out to a quick early lead, gets a nice start, and it looks like Johnson's going to drop into the 4th spot as Joel Smith manages to slide into 3rd. The 2nd spot, wow, and the 2, that is Brett Suggs, gets a little sideways, going to the outside, takes out a ton of cars, and that's a bad break for Brett Suggs out front. That looks like Bo Brady running up front. He is in car number 4, looking to his inside. That's the 24 of Joel Smith. Smith trying to make a pass. Lap number 1 is in the books. Bo Brady's going to lead that lap, but it's going to be Joel Smith making the pass, trying to make his way past Brady. They come down the back straightaway. Brady pulling along on the outside. The inside line, the preferred line here. When you drive deeply into the corners, sometimes you can hold off that pass, but looks like Brady just going to be content to slip in behind Joel Smith and try to put some distance between these two cars. Nope, that's not going to happen. Brady looks back to the inside of Joel Smith. Brady on the inside, Smith on the outside. Looks like Brady going to try to make that pass. He takes the spot back as Smith very nearly gets into the outside wall. It'll be Brady up front now, Smith 2nd, Johnson in the 3rd spot with Sobilo in 4th, Caleb Mishu running in 5th. Aaron Johnson in 3rd, Sobilo in 4th just behind him. Both those drivers members of the Johnson iRacing team. Internet presence there at JIRTracing.com. The Johnson iRacing team fields mostly drivers that focus on the Legends Series. Right now we're watching Bo Brady as he leads Joel Smith. Brady out front, Smith running in 2nd. These drivers putting just a little distance between themselves and the 3rd and 4th place cars of Johnson and Sobilo. Then just behind them, Caleb Mishu has moved into the 5th spot. Let's have a look at how they run on the speedway out front. That is the 4 of Bo Brady. Just behind Brady, it's the 24 of Joel Smith. Smith currently sits in the number 2 spot. Running third, that's the 00 of Johnson. Johnson in that third position. Behind him, it's Keegan Sobilo in fourth. Those cars just a bit back of the leaders. Then behind Sobilo, the next car on the speedway is the 09 of Caleb Mishu. Mishu currently running in fifth, all by his lonesome out there in car number 9. Just behind Mishu, that's the 10 of Eric Hargreaves. Hargreaves currently shown in the 6th spot, that Fury Legends car. Then behind Hargreaves, it's Howard Bentley in car number 6. Bentley currently running 7th. Behind Bentley, that's the 12 of Fury April. April in the 8th spot. Next car on the speedway would be the 9 of Dan Farley. Farley currently shown in 9th. And behind Farley on the speedway, that's the 7 of Ryan Blanchard. Blanchard is in 10th. Behind Blanchard, that's the 2 of Brett Suggs, involved in that early incident. Suggs currently running in 12th, 3 laps down. Next car on the speedway is the 11 of Oliver Goldberg. Goldberg's car dog tracking sideways just a little bit. A lot of damage on that 11 car. Goldberg opting to stay out and try to stay on the lead lap rather than going in. Back around to the leaders where we see Joel Smith trying to make a move on the 4 of Bo Brady. We are 8 laps in. Smith looks to the inside. Brady drives deep into turn number 4. Looks like he may hold off the 24 of Joel Smith. Brady gets a run off of turn 4 and holds off the flying 24 car. Brady holding on to the lead. Smith second. Johnson and Sobilo closing slightly on the leaders, looking to make this a 4-car battle. The 11 of Goldberg moves to the inside, lets the leaders go by. Brady leads. Joel Smith is in second. Johnson third. Sobilo fourth. Aaron Johnson and Sobilo trying to close in on the leaders. All 4 of these cars pulling away from the 5th place car of Caleb Mishu. Joel Smith really beginning to put some pressure on that 4 car. Smith trying to find his way around. We are 10 laps in. Peak speeds in these Legends cars at USA International Speedway typically around lap 9 or 10, so we should have the best opportunities and the best behaving cars right now. Everything coming into play, tires nice and warm. And Joel Smith pressing on the 4 of Bo Brady as Johnson has begun to close in, and he's bringing Keegan Sobilo along with him. The 2 Johnson iRacing team cars closing in on Smith and Brady. Joel Smith looks to the inside, turns down a little bit. He's got a little bit of a position, but Brady gets a better run off of turn number 4. Lap 12 is underway. Joel Smith a little bit quicker through the center of the corners. It looks like Brady getting a better run off. Bo Brady's going to continue to lead at USA International Speedway as Brady is in the 1st spot, Smith 2nd, Johnson 3rd, Sobilo 4th. The leader's beginning to pull away again just a bit from Johnson, and Johnson now pulling away slightly from the 77 of Keegan Sobilo. Drivers closing in again on the lapped car. That's Oliver Goldberg. Goldberg already 2 laps down in the 11th spot. Leaders closing in. Bo Brady with the lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Brady doing a nice job. He's begun to pull away just a bit from Joel Smith. Brady now about 2 car lengths ahead as they close in on the 11 of Oliver Goldberg. Looks like Goldberg's gone in for some repairs. That car much better condition than it was a few moments ago when the leaders went by. Bo Brady with the lead. He's now 3 car lengths in advance of the 24 of Joel Smith. Brady beginning to pull away as we are 14 laps into a 40-lap event. Let's take one more look at how they run on the speedway out front. That is the 4 of Bo Brady. Brady with the lead. Second car in line, that's the 24 of Joel Smith. Smith currently sits in the 2nd spot. Behind Smith, that's the 00 of Johnson. Johnson in 3rd. Then behind Johnson, that's the lapped car, the 11 of Oliver Goldberg. Goldberg 3 laps down in 11th. Behind Goldberg, it's the 77 of Keegan Sobilo. Sobilo currently shown in the 4th spot. Then behind Sobilo, that's the 09 of Caleb Mishu. Mishu running 5th. Behind Mishu, next car on the speedway is the 10 of Eric Hargreaves in 6th. Then behind Hargreaves, that's the 6 of Howard Bentley. Bentley currently shown in 7th. Behind Bentley, the next car on the speedway is the 9 of Dan Farley. Farley currently running in 8th. Behind Farley, that's the 12 of Fury April. April currently running in the 9th spot. And following April on the speedway, that's the 7 of Blanchard in 10th. Next car out there's the 6 of Bentley. Looks like Bentley's gotten sideways, managed to tag the wall. So Howard Bentley having a little bit of trouble. Let's go back around to the leader. That's Bo Brady. Brady beginning to pull away from the 24 of Joel Smith. Smith pulling away from the 00 of Johnson, and Johnson pulling away from the 77 of Keegan Sobilo. Out front, it is Bo Brady with the lead. Car number 4 as we're approaching the halfway point. 18 laps into a 40-lap feature, Bo Brady shows the way. Tire wear will become an issue somewhere around lap number 20. These cars very good until lap 20. Then lap times begin to fall off, and we'll start to see who's taken better care of their equipment later in the race. Has Joel Smith been saving tires? Has Bo Brady been pushing too hard to maintain that lead? Does Aaron Johnson or Keegan Sobilo have anything for these two leaders? Time will tell us as we are 19 laps in. Tire wear should become a more pronounced factor starting any time. We see the 4 leaders pulling far away. It looks like Caleb Michaud may be closing in slightly on the 77 of Sobilo. Michaud in that 09 car, running out of the Carolinas region. A regular in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. Good driver. Almost always finds himself in this top split. A lot of talent here. Starting with the 4 of Bo Brady, who leads. Joel Smith, Johnson, Sobilo, and Michaud. Those are your top 5. Keegan Sobilo doing a nice job hanging on here, trying to make sure he stays in contact with these leaders. We watch Bo Brady go by the lapped car of Howard Bentley. Bentley, truly a gentleman driver, one of the most polite professional drivers in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. Howard, always a good person to race with. Races hard but clean. Can't say enough good things about the guy. Out front, Bo Brady with the lead. Joel Smith second. Johnson third. Sobilo fourth. Michaud fifth. And Bo Brady starting to pull away. It looks like Bo Brady may be having a setup that's just a little bit kinder to tires now. He's about 8 car lengths ahead of Joel Smith. Johnson trying to close in on Joel Smith as well. Johnson about 8 car lengths behind Smith. Then behind Johnson, that's the 77 of Keegan Sobilo. There are 18 laps to go. Bo Brady down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Now through the center of 3 and 4. He's going to come out onto the front straightaway this time by. There will be 17 to go. And we see lap traffic now beginning to become a factor as Bo Brady closes in on the 12 of Fury April. April currently in the 9th spot, the last car on the lead lap. We'll see what happens as this flying car number 4 closes in on the lapped car of April. Joel Smith runs second. Johnson third. We can see the 12 of April now coming into play. Johnson has really closed in on the 1 of Joel Smith. So Aaron Johnson really making a run on car number 1 of Joel Smith. Smith falling back off the 4 of Bo Brady. Brady really beginning to pull away. He's got the lead and he's extending it as he's going to look to the inside of the 12 of Fury April. April doesn't give the leader much room here. Brady will move him. What was it my old idol Larry Phillips used to say? I'll try you on the low side, and I'll try you on the high side, and then I'll pick a lane for you. Looked like Bo Brady wasn't going to have a whole lot of patience for a lapped car either. Wisely giving April just a little bit of a nudge to let him know he was there, and April moving up and allowing Brady by. Let's see what happens with that 24 car. Let's see if he has any trouble getting by April. We're going to watch the 24 and Johnson as they battle a little bit. Aaron Johnson has closed into about 3 car lengths behind the 24. That's Joel Smith. We're going to watch Smith pull down on the 12 of April and see how this works out. It looks like Smith beginning to pull away again from Aaron Johnson. So Johnson dropping back. We're going to watch Joel Smith as he battles Fury April. We'll see if April gives Smith any more room than he gave the leader, Bo Brady. Joel Smith looks to the high side. April comes up. Now Smith has to go back down to the low side. Fury April giving the second place car a bit more room. Now, to be fair to April, Smith had position and was much better established than the 4 of Brady. Brady caught him more in the corner there. So April giving these guys some room out front. It's still the 4 of Bo Brady. Brady with a big lead. Johnson in third. He's trying to work on the 1 of Joel Smith, but so far no dice. We are 28 laps into a 40-lap event. And right now, Bo Brady leads the field as he comes out of turn 2 onto the back straightaway. Brady with a quick race car doing a nice job, running a smooth line, taking easy sweeping entries into the corner, right down onto that yellow line through the center of the turns, then back up against the wall as he gets onto the front straightaway. That is the quick way around big sweeping arcing corners at USA International Speedway. Brady leads, Smith second, Johnson third, Sobilo fourth, Michoud fifth, Hargreaves sixth, Farley seventh, Blanchard eighth. Those 8 cars are on the lead lap. Fury April in ninth is 1 lap down. Howard Bentley in 10th, also 1 lap down, followed by Goldberg in the 11. He is 3 laps down. And then the final car on the field, that was your pole sitter, Brett Suggs. Suggs with a little bad luck on cold tires. Legends car is really sensitive early on. It's pretty easy to get a little bit loose coming off of turn 2 or turn 4 here, and then overcorrect and slam yourself into the outside wall, which is what it looks like Brett Suggs did. So it's a very common problem to face. Lots of drivers have faced it. I've done it myself. I've watched a lot of the top guys do it. Every once in a while, the car just steps out from under you, and that's the way the cookie crumbles at USA. 9 laps to go. Bo Brady with the lead. He's running a near flawless race. Brady stepped out in front, gave up the lead for a lap to Joel Smith, then took the lead back and has never looked back as he's beginning to pull away from Joel Smith, now about a half a straightaway ahead of the second place car. Smith battling Johnson to see who's going to finish in second. Aaron Johnson dropped back just a little bit, maybe let those tires cool. Now he's about 4 car lengths back, trying to close in on the 24 of Joel Smith. 8 to go. The battle here for second place. Behind the 24, that's Johnson in the 00. Then the next car on the speedway is the 77 of Sobilo. Following Sobilo, that's the lap car, the 12 of Fury April. Then behind April, that's Goldberg, followed by the 09 of Caleb Michoud. Behind Michoud, it's Howard Bentley in the 6. Then it's the 10 of Eric Hargreaves. Behind Hargreaves, that's the 9 of Dan Farley. And just behind Farley, we see the 2 of Brett Suggs. He's 3 laps down. Behind Suggs, that's the 7 of Ryan Blanchard, last car on the lead lap. And behind Blanchard, we are back around to Bo Brady, 6 to go. Lap traffic coming into play. Bo Brady with a big lead. All he's got to do is be a little bit careful getting by these lapped cars, and the race belongs to him. The second spot, Joel Smith. Johnson in third. There is a battle brewing there. Johnson's closed in. Now Smith pulls away. Johnson able maybe to get occasionally to within a car length or 2. Then Joel Smith finds his way, finds a little speed and pulls away from the 00. Out front, it is the 4 of Brady. Brady's closing in on the 7 of Ryan Blanchard. Blanchard the last car on the lead lap. 5 to go. Bo Brady with the lead as he looks to the inside of the 7, right down on the apron. The 7 of Blanchard giving the leader plenty of room. Brady pinches that car off just a bit. That's going to cost him some speed coming out of the turn, but he'll complete the pass going into turn number 1. Bo Brady putting Ryan Blanchard a lap down. That will leave 7 cars on the lead lap. Brady, Smith, Johnson, Sobilo, Michoud, Hargreaves, and Farley, the lead lap cars, with Ryan Blanchard, the first car, 1 lap down. 4 laps to go. There will be 3 to go this time by. It is Bo Brady with the lead. Brady out front, running a near perfect race. Down into turn number 1, 3 to go. Bo Brady, very quick race car. He's done a nice job taking care of his equipment. That flying car number 4 has been the car to beat all day, and he holds on as he comes into turn number 3. He'll roll out of 3 and into 4. Now out of 4 onto the front straightaway. There'll be 2 to go this time by. Bo Brady with the lead. Johnson trying to close back in on the 1 of Joel Smith. Johnson now within about 2 car lengths. Don't know if he's going to have enough race car to try to get past the 24, but Aaron Johnson really trying to find his way past that 24 car. Out front into turn number 3, it is Bo Brady. Brady will come out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. He's going to take the white flag this time by. Bo Brady, 1 lap to go. He'll come into turn number 1 for the final time this afternoon. Now sweeps through the center of 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway. Bo Brady down the back straightaway at car number 4 out of Palmdale, Kentucky. Bo Brady into turn number 3. He's going to move through the center of 3 and 4, come out onto the front straightaway. Bo Brady's going to take the victory today. It will be Brady with the win. Looks like Joel Smith's going to finish up in second. Aaron Johnson fell way off at the end. I wonder if Johnson maybe got a little out of shape trying to chase down that 24. Behind Johnson, it's going to be the 77 of Sobilo in 4th. Caleb Michoud in car number 9 will finish 5th. Eric Hargreaves will be 6th. Dan Farley will come home 7th. Farley will be the last car on the lead lap. Behind Farley, it'll be Ryan Blanchard in 8th. Fury April in 9th, and Howard Bentley in 10th. Those cars 8, 9, and 10. 1 lap down. Oliver Goldberg will finish 11th, and Brett Suggs will round out the top 12. That's going to do it from USA International Speedway. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.